Hey Liz, remember how we met?
Oh, I do. Highlight of my life.
Aw.
It was the worst time of my life. I was literally giving, I won't say any names, somebody a ride to your house to do construction.
Yeah, they won't know who it is, but I know who you're talking about. I was having my house remodeled.
You were. And I was just trying to find work because I just moved to Charleston. And so I was getting paid just to give this kid a ride to go do construction. So I was helping nothing. And I was probably drinking Coors Light Pounders.
So this is like 11 years ago, and I was driving home from work, and I pull up in my driveway, and I see Liz
Standing there.
standing there. I think she had a beer and a football, and I had no idea who she was, but I was already like, we're friends.
You weren't.
Instant.
We didn't know you were coming home.
And what was the first thing you remember me saying to you? I know what I remember, but what do you remember?
Damn, I actually don't remember the first thing you said. I just remember you.
I just got out of the car and said, do you want to throw that around?
Okay, that's what. Well, okay, so I do remember that. That was like the first thing. You didn't take anything out of your car. You didn't take your heels off.
Nope. I had on wedge boots, and I was like, chick with a football in my yard. Let's play. Game time.
And that's how it all began.
How it all began. She goes, do you want to change all those heels? And I said, nope. And we walked out in the street and started throwing the football. And
you didn't even ask what I was doing there.
Nope. I just wanted to know if you want to play football. We've been best friends ever since.
That's pretty amazing.
All right. And now, we're going to try to start this podcast. So let's hit it.
Remote reality. Yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With a host side by side. Channel surfers. Let's ride.
Welcome to Remote Reality. I'm Lauren.
And this is Liz.
And this is our very first podcast ever. So exciting. So exciting. And it's also the first show, season 1, episode 1 of Polyfamily. Oh no, Arlo's barking. Arlo, are you going to make us hit edit? Good boy. Hopefully not. So Arlo, we're dog sitting right now. Liz is. So I came over out to her across Charleston. It was a beautiful drive. Charleston's so pretty.
Did you take the 61 back roads?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It told me for James Island to take the interstate. So we live in Charleston, South Carolina, which means that we were up until 10 o'clock last night. No, we started at 10 o'clock last night, Eastern time, watching the show. And because we're brand new, we don't get to see it in advance. So we're like, we really want to get this content out. We don't want to listen to anything. We don't want anybody to like interfere with all of the opinions that we have, which we probably have 5 hours worth.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out how to cut this content down. But so we tried to get it to you last night.
Ooh,
Tell them how that
really
went.
Bad. It would have been really bad. Too much caffeine and 2 sentences 4 hours later.
Oh my God, so many zip fizzes, and we couldn't stitch 2 words together. So around 2-3 a.m., we're like, we'll do it in the morning. And here we are. We ate some bagels, had some bacon, and we're ready to go now. So Polyfamily, brand new show, season 1, episode 1, just like the podcast. So if you've never heard us before, welcome, because you haven't. We're new. If you've never seen the show before, you don't have to catch up. You're already caught up. It's one show. Okay, if you haven't watched the show, you can watch it. You don't have to. We'll kind of tell you about what happened, but
there will be spoilers if you would like to.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, we are going to be talking about it. So what were your first thoughts?
Man, see, my first thoughts were, I can't wait to see their transformation from this very first episode to the end of the season and how much they've changed. Like as individuals, I know obviously.
Yeah, people change. You just don't want TLC to change them.
Correct. I don't. But it's not my.
And that's that
TLC
world. Curse.
Oh man, explain the TLC curse.
So the TLC curse is where they say that if your family goes on TLC, it just ends in ruin. Which I'm sure you can think of like a million examples.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I mean, go back to the OGs, John and Kate +8.
Bye.
Ruined.
Really much.
Sister Wives. Ruined.
Was Honey Boo Boo on TLC?
I don't know. But
God, that was miserable. I don't know anything about
they
it.
got a
but
documentary coming out. Should we cover that?
Yes,
Okay.
let's do it.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
Here comes Honey Boo
Duggars.
Boo. Duggars. Oh gosh. Like worse kind of ruin. Disgusting.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah. Gross. Oh, gross.
Another day.
So the opening was the preview that we've been seeing for this show, which is good because we watched it a million times. We were like trying to get every bit of content, every bit of anything we could so we could do a podcast and get it out the next day. And we're like, oh yeah, like I almost had that thing memorized.
Yeah, pretty much.
But right out of the gate, we see Taya. She's looking like she's about to be pulled apart like a wishbone. She's got Sean on one side and Tyler on the other side.
And then poor little Alicia.
And they both have their hands on her knees. And I don't know if it's because they've been like practicing for her to give birth, which at this point she's already done, but they look like they were about to help her have a baby. They're like splitting her open.
She didn't even look uncomfortable. She's loving it every second of it.
Well, she did because of the clothes.
Oh, that's true. All of them. Well, maybe not the guys, but.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? I know that's like one of your things that with the edit. So Liz has experience on reality TV. We're not going to get too into that on today's episode because we have so much to talk about, but she has been on a reality TV show. She has been filmed. She has seen herself, dealt with producers, seen what happens post-production. So she changed the way I watched reality TV like 11 years ago. I haven't watched it the same ever since. And I think you bring such an interesting and amazing insight into it. And you were also on it when like social media was just starting to get big. Can you imagine today how people are treated when they're on those shows?
I don't even want to know. Like that's.
I mean,
so
you
far.
have PTSD just from that.
Yeah.
And today it's so much worse.
It's so much worse. Mind you, they did provide me with therapy. That's funny. But like to walk through it from the time we were done filming before it aired and like kind of what you're gonna
like
kind
real
of what you
therapy,
expect,
not
but
like the TV therapist.
Yeah, but like, well,
yeah, but even if they tell you what to
but there's
expect,
nothing that anybody can say or do or try to.
you can't prepare for it.
You can't. Mm-mm.
You just have to listen to Liz, which is why when my old roommate's sister was on RA season of The Bachelor and he told me, we were both freaking out. I was like, oh God, no, tell her no. And we were so worried about the edit. We watched that though. You and I did.
Oh God, there goes my brain cells.
Well, I mean, this was like 10 years ago also.
Okay.
It was a long time ago. Anyway, sorry, we just went off script. But so yeah, I think you offer a really interesting perspective. And so this kind of reminded Liz of one of her experiences when they're showing the B-roll, which is really just self-shot, them kissing. You know, they're kissing without the mwah sounds though. Oh my God, on the TLC, both of the couples, they're like, mwah.
Which nobody ever does.
No, I eat my food and I'm like, both of us. You and I, people would wonder what we're doing in the other room if they heard us eating those bagels earlier. They're so good. Oh my gosh, bagels with bacon and cream cheese. But yeah, like I don't make mwah mwah sounds when I kiss. But anyway, so in their mwah mwah Instagram, TikTok, self-shot B-roll that they have, you see how they really dress. Like they don't have a lot of makeup. They're not makeup girlies. I'm not a makeup girly.
Nope.
And they're like in t-shirts with tie-dye. But then we cut over to the production getting into it and they're sitting on the couch. And what do we get, Liz?
Oh my God, the exact opposite of anything that you would think based off of how they portray themselves, not on TLC.
We get like a Costco 2-pack of maroon and blue shirts. I mean,
2 pounds worth of makeup.
Oh my God, those eyelashes. I don't know how they held their eyes up.
No.
And the guys,
never have fake eyelashes.
they look so uncomfortable.
Because they're being forced.
They're being forced. So Liz, tell us about how production tried to influence your wardrobe.
Production did not give me a wardrobe for filming whatsoever, but highly advised that I would regret it massively if I didn't change out of my jeans, my sweat, my jeans, my hoodies, everything that I'm comfortable in.
Everything that makes you Liz.
Yeah.
Do you regret it?
No, not that aspect.
Not one bit.
Did I at one point?
Were you comfortable? Yep. 100%.
Absolutely.
Did it take you 5 million years to get ready in the bathroom?
Nope.
Not at all.
Will it ever? Nope.
Would you even know what to do in the bathroom if it was longer than 15 minutes and you weren't pooping?
Okay. Well, you said if I wasn't pooping. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. We're not makeup girlies either.
No.
We're definitely like the
I don't even
Instagram, TikTok versions
fix
of
my hair. I just wash it, get out of the shower, and I go.
Exactly. Yep.
I
You
just
just-
used to straighten and blow dry.
Well, I get
There was a time
Brazilian
in my
blowouts now, so
Nice.
so fun. Well, you have to. In Charleston, it's like so humid and
It is.
everything is frizz if I don't do that. So yeah, that's the producers definitely had a hand in the clothes. Like,
Doing interviews when they would come with literally racks of clothes and just put you in shit. Flop on some eyelashes that I'm like, what is? I don't know what's happening right now.
Liz with
And then when you
eyelashes.
see, and then you watch this interview, and I'm like, that is not. Does not look like me.
Yeah,
It's not me.
I can't imagine you with eyelashes. It would look like
I'll have to show
spiders
you pictures.
crawling on your face.
I'll show you pictures.
And I'm sorry, like I don't know who dressed them.
TLC.
Like Alicia is pretty, but she looked like a potato sack in those Costco
She
2-pack
did.
clothes.
You're right. They both kind of did.
Yeah, they're so
They
pretty.
wasn't flattering
And
to them at all.
no, it was not their. You know what? Be who you are. But then again, this is reality TV, quote unquote.
Truth.
How real is it? It's remotely reality. Remote reality. That's what it is. So then Alicia says that they realized that they could love more than one person. I mean, I love more than one person. I just don't have the energy to love more than one person in a sexual way. I'm tired. That's a lot.
That is a lot. I mean, that's just a lot to deal with.
I don't even have the energy to like love more than one child in my house. I don't
But you
know.
could.
I have the energy to love more than one dog. I could have 1 million dogs.
You're the
Polydoggerous.
Polydoggerous.
Polydoggerous. You could have 1 million dogs too.
I could.
When we were roommates, we had 4 dogs, and only one of them was a little dog. The rest of them were like big doggies.
But then you have to consider Millie. She was there for a small
For
period
a
of
day
time.
before she ran off.
into the abyss.
Well, first into Robert's house.
True.
Anyway, sorry, we just went off script again. We just went to our side channels. So after we get through the preview that we'd already seen, then we get a glimpse of their house. And it has a tin roof, and it was making me so nervous. The electrical lines are hanging right over it. And I'm like, metal roof, electric lines.
It almost looked like they were laying on it, but it could have just been the angle.
Could just be the edit. But I was scared. I was scared for them. But it was a cute little farmhouse. There was this adorable little red barn off to the side, and there were fall leaves behind the house, which we don't get that here. We have green leaves and then no leaves.
And where were they? They're in Oregon?
They're in Lebanon, Oregon, and that's right outside of Portland. Have you ever seen Portlandia?
I haven't.
So they're like, keep Portland weird. I mean, they would fit right in. They could be part of the skits in there. When I saw where they lived, I was like, yeah, these people are definitely from Portland. It makes sense. It all makes so much sense now.
Because of Portlandia.
Because of Portlandia. These are the characters on that show. I love it. And they give us a tour of the house, and
They tell us about the bedroom. So the women each have a bedroom, and then the guys switch every night, which has to be so exhausting. Except for they bring their toothbrushes and their pillows
yeah,
when they
because they're
switch.
because they're only monogamous with their pillows.
Yep.
Which I feel I'm monogamous with my pillow.
So where do they keep all their clothes?
Their clothes
Girlfriend's
go
got
in
it.
the legal
So
spouse's room. Yeah. So they give us
is
that.
it legal for them to all 4 be married?
No.
Okay.
No,
I didn't know.
which-
I really didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't think polyamory is legal anywhere. Now, I think it's decriminalized in some places.
But
yeah.
as far as like actual marriage certificates with all 4 names on it, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, in South Carolina, it's not, and I'm only licensed here. So anything that I say is not legal advice on this podcast. Sorry, about to just jump into my lawyer disclaimer. It's just the thoughts that go on in my head, which there are so many. But yeah, in South Carolina, bigamy is not legal. And when I took the bar exam 1 million years ago, we actually had something called common law marriage, where if you hold yourself out as husband and wife, you're over the age of 16, like so many factors. But one of them was that you can't be claiming that you're in a marriage that is banned. And one of the banned types of marriage would be bigamy. So if
Okay.
you're married to someone else, you can't claim common law with another person.
Okay.
And if you claim common law, it was the same as like a regular marriage. You had to get a divorce and everything. So yeah, we left off where we're getting to know the couples. They're introducing us to the bedrooms, the sleeping situations, and then we're meeting Tyler and Alicia. So this is where the TLC editing timeline, like get your timeline straight, TLC. This is where you're already messing up. We're like 5 minutes into the show. Okay, an hour for us because it took us 3 hours to watch it. But we are 5 minutes into the show and you have already messed up your timelines. You've got them saying that they're married for 11 years here. Later on in the show, they're married for 12 years and together 16. Here you have the 2 youngest boys being 16 months and 2 years old. The Chiron, like right as they're saying it, says the boys are 2 and 2.5.
Yep.
The Chiron's not even lining up with what they're saying. So obviously it took them some time to film it, and TLC just does not care about the timelines. So they're, however many years old and have been, they've been married at least 12 years. So, yeah. But they met when they were 18 and 20, which for me, that seems so young because I got married at 34. You can probably relate to that more though, because you had children when not much older than that.
Right. I was 9 months pregnant on my 21st birthday.
And I have a 3-year-old now and I'm 41.
No thanks. Sorry.
Yeah.
But really.
Oh, I can't. I mean, it's just so different. I'm just like, I got to enjoy my youth. And then when it was time to slow down, now I'm having the kids. And now you're like getting to relax.
Yep. Well, kind of.
So they met in college. And Alicia points out that a close polyquad is rare because what are the chances that I'm going to like her husband and you're going to like my husband? You know what? They just have the same taste in guys. Even though it's a different taste, it's the same taste.
I mean, I like Rob.
Yeah, but not like that.
No. But that's like, that does. It takes a lot of like, I
That's
really am sexually attracted to you.
Oh, you
And
are?
No.
Hey.
Damn it.
Liz, I think Liz is offering
out loud
a poly. No. So what were you saying? Go ahead, flatter me.
I lost it.
I don't know.
I lost it. Brain cells.
Something about
No, about like liking Rob, but like I couldn't. I just wouldn't be able to share. If I'm in love with someone, I don't want to think about them. I don't want to share them.
I've got a 3-year-old. I'm too tired to even share me with him. It's a lot.
Touche.
I'm exhausted.
Touchy.
Anyway, what are the odds? They have the same taste, but you say that they're really different, but I find this is interesting because later in the episode, you have Alicia and Sean grocery shopping. And basically Alicia is describing herself as the female version of Sean.
Right.
So I found that really interesting because later on she says she's so different than Taya, but she is basically the female version of her husband.
Did they start out, they both started out as swingers? Both couples started out as swingers?
So Tyler, it sounds like he had a fantasy, which Alicia thinks every male has, which definitely not true. But Tyler had a fantasy of having a threesome, and she put out an ad seeking a woman, couple seeking a woman to fulfill his fantasy.
Okay, so it was for him.
It was for him
more than it was. Like, so she wasn't like, I really want to have a threesome with another woman.
No. Yeah, she's straight. And then they talk about that later on. Sean and Taya, they were seeking a woman because Taya's pansexual. Mm-hmm. So they were like, all right, yeah, let's see what happens. They found each other. And at first it was just going to be fun. But then they were like, uh-oh, are we just friends with benefits? They got into that. What is it called when you're in a relationship and you're not sure if you're in a relationship?
A situationship?
A situationship.
I have no idea.
That's it. I didn't have words in my head.
Because they were actually catching feelings.
They were catching the
feelings. I wonder who
feelings.
caught feelings first.
Tyler and Taya, my guess.
Yeah.
Yep. Who knows? I mean, because Sean and Alicia, they're like the same person.
Yeah, they're fun. They're goofy. They're like, they have like a friendly, playful relationship.
They pick on each other. So Tyler is explaining the difference between them being swingers and polyamory, the difference in the quad, in the closed quad. They're raising kids together. They're paying bills together. Oh my gosh. They own a home together. They're sharing their finances together. I'm over here melting down.
Do they have, can all 4 names even be on the house?
You can have 4 names on the house, but it is a legal nightmare. When you own property with someone you're not married to, you don't have that divorce proceeding when things don't work out to equitably divide up the property. You probably have something called a partition action where you have to go to court, you have to sue them, they have to sell the house. Whereas like in a divorce, you don't have to sell the house to get the proceeds out of it. The court could award the wife to get the house and the husband to be held harmless on the mortgage. So the wife gets to make the mortgage payments and keep the house, and the husband will quit claim the deed with a partition. That's an action to sell. So one of the parties that owns the house takes it to court. And I don't know if I gave this disclaimer, but in case I didn't, anything I say is for entertainment purposes only. It is not legal advice. I'm only licensed in South Carolina, and I'm not here to give legal advice. I'm here to share the ramblings in my head that happen when I watch these shows, and there are so many. But anyway, okay, sorry, legal rant. We just went down a little legal bites.
Probably the first of many.
First of many. So excited. The way they planned for kids was just shoot sperm every night. Sperm lives for 3 days. We don't know who the dad is. I'm really doubting that they did any legal planning before doing all of this. And in the teaser for next week, they do talk about like custody issues. They're going to address it with an attorney. So that's cool. All right. Sorry. I digress. Taya and Sean. So what do we know about Taya and Sean?
He was her supervisor once.
That is so scandalous.
Was that the one? He was my supervisor once.
I'm imagining them working at, what was that show where they were working at like a Walmart? Was it Cloud or I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But I just imagine them working at a Walmart and he's their supervisor. Probably a Radio Shack. So that is so spicy. And she liked that he was her supervisor.
It's kinky. I wonder,
Kinky.
So how long have they been together? 6 years?
6 years. They've been married 6 years. I had to look up their ages. Right now, like, as of today, Sean would be about 48 and Taya's about 30. So there's probably about an 18-year difference. One of my friends has that age gap. They're awesome. You know, everybody's different.
So true.
It's awesome. We got to embrace that. And I embrace them. I think it's awesome.
I do too. They mesh.
They do. And they're real cute together.
They are really cute together.
So they start to talk about their parenting. And I feel like there's some ominous foreshadowing when Sean says he's daddy. Because he daddies the crap out of Tyler later.
I know. And Tyler's such a pushover and he just kind of takes it.
He just rolls over.
He does.
Steamrolled.
Well, that's me. That's me.
That's you.
Not confrontational. Just take it.
I'm definitely the type A Sean.
Take it and move on.
Take it.
But then it obviously upsets him. So enough to talk about it later.
Yeah, where you don't talk about it. You just avoid, which is why I thought you were dead.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, sorry. We're going to go to a side channel right now. So yesterday, it's Tuesday. Liz had told me last week, I've got, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to work on the podcast all day. So on Monday, I text her. I'm trying to figure out what's the plan. When do you want to meet up? Yeah. And she's doesn't answer. Text her at 2:00 before I go to bed. 9:00, I text her again. I'm like, hey, what's the plan for tomorrow? Wake up, still no answer. Almost 24 hours go by and I've not heard from her. So of course I'm overthinking, and first thought, Dateline. I'm like, do I call in a wellness check? Is Liz okay? Do we call the police? Should I call her kids? Like, where is Liz? And then the second thought is Liz avoids conflict. So she's backing out and she doesn't want to do this. So I texted her. I was like, if you want to back out, just let me know so I can have a plan B. Because she's really anxious. She has some PTSD from having put herself out there before to be on a reality show. So like 5-star reviews only, please. We need to pump Liz up. She's amazing. We have control of the edit this time. Don't worry. No Franken edits. I promise. And then my third thought is, okay, she's either been out at the pool all day and she's hungover, or she's sick. And then she gets back to me and she's sick. So look how amazing. She came today sick. And she's like pulling through. She stayed up until 3:00 in the morning trying to get this together.
Oh, that was horrible.
But we're having so much fun.
I know.
Let's channel surf back on over to this show. As far as parenting, that was some foreshadowing there. He's daddy. He's daddy to everybody. Daddy to the ladies.
We should also clarify too about the kids, because there's 2 that they don't know who the dads are so far, plus the one that's on the way.
Right. So there are 4 kids. There's Dylan and Raina, which are pre-quad kids of Alyssa and Tyler.
Alicia and Tyler.
And then there's Barrett and Carver, who are post-quad kids. Barrett's the older one. He is the son of Alyssa. And then Carver is the younger one, and he's the son of Taya. But we don't know who the dads are. And then Taya's pregnant with Quentin. So, and they are the cutest.
They are really stinking
They
cute
are
kids.
so cute.
They're
now,
adorable.
I think Barrett, Alicia's son, looks like Sean. And I think that Carver looks like Tyler. So they don't know who the dad is, but sometimes you just look at a kid, you're like, genetics do not lie.
Yeah,
That is
true.
that person's kid.
That's true.
Think about our friends. One of our friends has a daughter looks exactly like her dad, and you never think her dad would be a pretty girl, but she is beautiful. I'm like, didn't know he would make a pretty girl. You know exactly who I'm talking
Yes,
about
I
too.
do.
So I have theories about the paternity just based on how adorable these kids are and how they look. They're so cute. So Tyler, he also mentions that knowing the paternity could trigger a lot of stuff that he doesn't think is healthy, but it's in there. It's not healthy, but it's in there.
Yeah, that's another avoidance comment as well.
Yeah.
It's not because it's unhealthy. It's because, I mean, I guess jealousy or certain feelings that I don't know how you don't have them anyway, knowing or not knowing.
Well, they do. They say that they have jealousy.
Yeah, they do.
Then we cut to them getting their nails did. I love getting my nails did.
It's been so long.
Me too. I haven't done it since the pandemic. We need to go get our nails did.
I need to get my hair did.
Oh, yeah. We need to go get, some Prosecco and nails. But anyway, they go in there and then we have like the Tyler conversation.
Yep, they did.
They sit
Everything that
down.
They talked about.
That is it. The two ladies, they're figuring out the schedule with Tyler. Like, I get him Monday night.
Yep, and I get him Monday, then you get him Tuesday.
Ooh, yay, Tyler. What about Sean?
Poor Sean.
Or Sean.
Being a daddy.
It's like Tyler. And then they start going on about Tyler's thin upper lip. That nail filing noise set you off.
Nope. I don't like it. I don't like thinking about it.
Sensory triggers are real.
Yeah.
You were like yakking beside me while.
Nails on a chalkboard.
So then Taya goes to describe Alicia as sensitive and emotional. This part, it sounded to me like she's walking on eggshells around Alicia.
She is.
She's like tiptoeing around her.
Because she feels that Alicia has a better connection with her husband.
Well, I don't think so. No.
Or is that vice
Alicia
versa?
feels like Tyler has a better connection with Taya.
Taya, thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's being sensitive toward her feelings. So that's nice. That's thoughtful. But it sounds like a lot of work. They did say it was a lot of work.
They all decided to
Both times.
be in this situation.
So, yeah, Tyler, his hairy upper lip. What did Alicia say?
His thin upper lip.
She was
She
like,
doesn't want to kiss. She doesn't want to kiss his
hairy lip.
hairy lip.
They reveal that the reason that Tyler has a full beard is because Taya prefers it.
Right.
Because his wife Alicia does not. So maybe we can see a little bit of why she's feeling insecure.
Yeah, I can see it.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't mean he doesn't love her. It doesn't mean that he loves, maybe he prefers the beard too. So he's just like doing what he wants to do. We don't know. But the way she's saying it is that Tyler has the beard because Taya wants it. So
I can see how that would
inflict
slight jealousy.
And you know what? Sean has a beard too.
Or just insecurity, I think is a better word.
So Alicia talks about how she can't sleep with Sean snoring. And this is totally me. I snore so loud. And Rob, yeah, I mean, he could probably hear me from downstairs. So separate rooms work sometimes just so you can get some sleep. I understand that.
That's got to be a really hard thing to adjust to. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I've dealt with over the last 6.5 years, but
You know, it's hard as adjusting to having a 3-year-old sleep in bed with you after you're used to being, well, kind of able to spread out. I used to have 4 dogs sleep in bed with me.
true.
King size bed, and I get like a tiniest little corner of it. I have more room in a twin because nobody can get in there with me. Haha. Thwarted. Alicia, she's definitely letting the insecurities get the best of her, and she's wondering, is there something that I'm not doing? But it's not what you're not doing. It's just different, I think.
Right.
He just appreciates something different about this other person. It's not about her. It's about how he feels. She is not responsible for his feelings.
Correct.
He is responsible for his feelings.
So it is her insecurities that she's just
It is.
projecting outwardly. And that's not an abnormal thing. It's a human thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I get it. I just hope she knows. You're still wonderful. You're still great, Alicia. This isn't your fault. Well, I mean, you did decide to get into a polyamorous
Correct.
squad, but his love for Taya, which kid do you love the most?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
you really have one that you love the most though, right?
I love them all the same.
Exactly.
In different ways.
Exactly. That's okay. So Liz, she was my paralegal for a while when she needed a job. And my paralegal now, she's definitely helping us out with stuff. So we're all working together. And I was like, oh, my 2 favorite paralegals. And Dee, that's my paralegal now. She goes, well, I'm your real favorite, right? I was like, nope, I love both of you the same.
Nudge, nudge, wink,
Hey,
wink.
Dee, love you the same. Just my thoughts on that. Anyway.
The grocery shopping, they're just so funny to me. I don't like the way it was edited, let's be honest, because it made her sound like they were bossing each other around.
But they love to fight. And they're sitting there fighting about a salad. And then you cut back to Tyler and Taya putting together a crib. And then they cut back to Sean and Alicia fighting over stir fry. Like they're fighting over every vegetable. Like, get the frozen. No, get the fresh. And then Tyler and Alicia, so they're putting this crib together. Do you use instructions when you put things together, like furniture?
Off the cuff, I probably try first, and then I realize if
Same.
I can't figure it out, then I'll try to read the directions. But
Sam, I'm like, this piece goes in that hole. And do you ever have to like back it up and redo something?
absolutely. Or
All the
sometimes
time.
I finish and there's extra parts, and I'm like, well, it looks fine, works fine.
It's holding up right now.
Yep.
We got it. Yeah, I am not these people.
Yep.
I
wonder if they would do that in real life, or if they were just doing that because they were being filmed.
they needed content. Watch me read these instructions.
Maybe.
Riveting. It is though, because I didn't know people do that. I'm sure people do. I'm sure a lot of you do, and you guys are like, what's wrong with
What
us?
is wrong
We
with
don't
you?
know. We're still trying to figure out what's wrong with us. One day we might know. Sean, he is an ass man. He says that he loves Alicia's great humor and her ass.
Yep, he does.
Ass
He's got
man.
a great ass.
He's loving it. The love language for Alicia and Sean, who are apparently the same person, just in different bodies. Their love language is picking on each other.
I love that. Type A personalities unite.
And then on the bassinet scene, memorable moment. Tyler's like, I'm making a bassinet. You're making a baby.
Oh, that was.
Let's switch that up. Tyler, why don't you make the baby and I make the bassinet? Because that bassinet's only going to take me 2 hours to put together. This baby has taken like 9 months.
Yep. Don't take the credit for making a
Gosh.
bassinet.
And poor Taya. So they say she's getting an induction because she has gestational diabetes. That is hard. I have type 1 diabetes. I have since I was 10. So I was induced at 37 weeks. I also had preeclampsia, advanced maternal age. My nurses said I look like a ICU patient with all the IVs. But oh gosh, I just felt for her during that. I was like, oh, so hard. Just, you know what? I'll make the bassinet. That's cool. So, we were talking about how Tyler appreciates different things about Alicia and Taya, but Alicia appreciates different things about Tyler and Sean. So she thought she had it good with Tyler because she would ask him to do something and he'd do it, which is great. But with Sean, he just does it without her even needing to ask.
Right. And she does appreciate that so much.
Oh my gosh. That's his love language. He does the acts of service.
Right.
So, and that's probably her love language too. She really appreciates that. All right. So then we meet Jill. Okay. My notes say in all caps, how old is Taya's mom? Is that not her sister? Is her mom my age? Did she have Taya in her preteens? This is when we had to look up some ages, y'all, because I was triggered. I was like, how? I thought that was your friend or your sister. How is that your mom?
Right.
Amazing. She looks
fantastic.
amazing. I need to know that skincare routine. What are you doing? Let me know what you're doing with that.
Shared the wealth.
Share the tips. Come to our Facebook group and tell us how to look like that. And what I'm assuming is her late 40s, early 50s. So she's probably the same age as Sean.
Close. Very close.
Yeah. That would be my guess. I don't know.
So she is more like, a friend, just part of the friend group.
And it was very sweet. Taya's mom is the one that has really reached her arms out to them. And at first she was worried because you don't want your kids to be hurt.
Right.
Which, yeah, like you're going to worry. You're always going to worry.
Yeah.
But now she says she can't see them without each other, which that's
She's so
really
supportive
cute.
to them. I know.
That's why I don't want the TLC curse to hit this family.
I know.
I feel like they've got it. They've got it, Liz.
Knocked on it.
She knocked on wood. And it's just really sad. So with the other couples, Alicia, her parents, her dad and her stepmom don't talked to her. They've lost a lot of connections and they talk about this. Tyler's mom initially wasn't on board. His dad still isn't on board. Apparently, Sean has lost a lot of family members. So that's very sad, which that probably makes his chosen family even more important.
Right. That's probably why he definitely a big part of the reason why he is the way he is.
And just made me happy that he has this big family now.
Yeah.
And happy that they have Taya's mom. They have grandmom.
They do.
Jill is so awesome. And they've got that dive bar thing going on.
That was fun.
I think they're playing some pool, smoking some cigs.
Trying to introduce them. See, that was where I felt uncomfortable. Not really, but it was just, I think it was the way that it was filmed too. They were talking about having to introduce themselves to people. Why do they have to do that? They don't have to go to public and be like, hi, this is my wife and this is my girlfriend.
So people are going to look, but that must be exhausting to feel like you have to defend yourself all the time.
Right.
It's got to be really tiring.
Just do it. Fuck it.
This is sad. Like they've lost friends. They said that, some friends, they have kids and they thought this was too complicated to explain to their kids. All right. News alert. Explaining hard things to your kids is a big part of parenting.
Yes, it is.
You explain it in an age appropriate way, but that's what you got to do as a parent.
Yep.
Newsflash. You don't just like withdraw from other friendships. You teach your kid how to deal with life, how to deal with people that are different. That's how it works.
What's that quote? People that mind don't matter and people that matter don't mind.
Oh, I like that.
I can't remember who said it, but I love it. It's so true.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Whoever said it. There's the cred. Wasn't us. Well.
Was today.
Yeah, that part was really sad. And also the parents, like, I can't imagine anything that my kid could do where I wouldn't still just like love them. I'm always going to worry about them. But
absolutely.
Always going to love them. Sean, he has an aversion to karaoke and public speaking. You know who doesn't have an aversion to karaoke?
No.
Us.
Back
my
in
gosh.
the good old days.
Liz and I, that was our thing. Like anytime there was a karaoke, we would get on the mics and spit out Forgot About Dre.
Yep.
She was Eminem. I was Dr. Dre.
I don't know if I could do that right now. I mean, I could do it, but I would need all the words. I miss those days.
Y'all are the reason that Dre ain't been getting no sleep. So all y'all, if y'all don't like me, y'all gonna keep around with me and turn me back to the old me.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. You forgot about Dre. That's it. That's all I got. So what do you say to somebody you hate?
What? Anyone trying to bring trouble your way?
All right, let's keep going.
All right. So Taya's mom, she can dance.
She can.
Taya's mom is out there. She's got the moves. She is ready to party.
She
has gone to the dive bar. She's got her pack of Marlboro Lights. And that girl is ready for a good time.
Yes, she is.
So last time that Taya had a baby was during COVID, which I completely relate to this. I had my child during COVID. We could only have 2 guests, but you know what? It was fine. Nobody needed to be there. Shoot, I slept most of the time. Rob probably didn't need to be there, but he was, which was great. But yeah, like I get it. It didn't bother me. Everybody's different. I was just ready to get in, get out, and get it done.
I didn't want them to send me home with this baby that I didn't even know what to do with. I remember with my oldest, I was like, "What? Why? I can't leave. You can't trust me to keep this thing alive."
You got her all the way through school.
I know.
You did good, Mom.
And they were talking about if only one person could be in the delivery room. It said it would be Alicia, which is cute.
That's fair.
It's fair.
You know, I feel like she would.
Because if she picked either of the other guys, that would cause maybe not her husband.
I feel like Alicia could probably offer the best advice.
Probably.
Because if the guy's sitting there going like, "Oh, that looks like it hurts," you just want to slap its face off.
Very true.
You don't know what this is. Get out of here. Okay, so then we get to some tension with Sean and Tyler, where Sean is trying to parent Tyler. What did you think about this whole situation?
I think I felt bad for Tyler because he just kind of sit there and like look down. So I mean, he came in and what was Sean saying? That the one kid was grounded and he had just gotten home from work all day and wanted to talk to his kid.
So you let him talk to their kid. Like that's a partnership. You're not parenting Tyler.
But that's not what being grounded is. Isn't that he said something along those lines?
It's your parent. It's not like you're talking to your boyfriend.
I know. Poor little kid.
I know.
Did we even figure out why she was grounded?
I think so, but I missed it.
I feel like we never heard why.
Well, we probably didn't. It was probably around like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Truth.
At the point that we got to that part of that.
I think the point of like the whole premise of that clip was Sean pretty much telling Tyler what to do and what he can't do.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, that's just not a That's not a partnership. Like
It's
you
not.
partner with your partner. And it's got to be so hard for Tyler and Alicia because their kids, they said, were 4 and 5 when they first got together. I can't imagine.
Technically, they still are their kids. Like they're
Right.
our kids and then our kids as a whole.
Well, even Raina, when she talks about them in the beginning of the episode, she says this is Sean and Taya and mom and dad.
Yep.
She doesn't
She
call
does say
them
mom and dad.
mama and daddy.
You're right.
She says Sean and Taya.
But only the baby. What's
The
the little
boys.
one's name?
the little ones
so
with the, I don't know which sperm penetrated the egg,
Right.
but I have theories.
Mhm.
They're the ones that call them mama, daddy, dad, and mom. It's a mouthful. Yep. So during this whole conversation, Sean is like red in the face. The guy looks like a tomato. His face is red. His shirt is red. It's like, there's tomato.
So either he has
Angry
spent all day in
tomato.
the sun, or he's got really bad anxiety, or he's
Sean,
angry.
Sean the angry tomato. Or he's sunburned. No, he was like just really mad. And then we turn to another trigger for Liz. What is an ear camera? Why are you looking at your earwax?
Oh, gross. What happened? How did we get there?
How do we get there? And what do you do with that information? Why?
They have to be getting a promo from some sort of something
Oh,
from
it's
that clip.
First time they've ever looked in each other's holes or camera the inside.
Ew.
Oh man, but
It's
why?
the first time we looked at each other's holes, but why that hole?
Does it help you like scrape at? If anyone knows what an earwax camera does, let us know. Come into the Facebook group because we are confused.
Ugh.
We have questions. Why?
I don't know if I want to know the answers. If it's your thing, it's your thing. It is so not my thing. Blech.
Why would you just look at it? It's got to help you like scoop it out or something.
Ew.
Scoop.
Don't they have those wax things that you can burn out the wax?
Yep.
That happened once. I did that once.
How did that turn out?
I can't remember. I was like 17.
Well, she was excited about that earway camera. And then she was saying that she's allowed to pick on Sean. So I'm like pimple popper. What are we talking
Yes,
here?
Right? She's
Are
a
we-
picker. Yeah, she did say
Are we
that.
picking bed bugs off of him? What's happening?
Ew,
Still
lies.
so many questions. Okay, this part was so strange. Taya is laying in bed and Sean is shaving her legs in bed.
That was weird.
Like no water, no foam, no bathtub to catch the hair. We're just catching it all in the sheets.
And they're just talking casually during it.
And he's doing it because she's pregnant and she can't reach her legs. You know what? When I was pregnant, I was just a bear. I was just a big old bear. I didn't care.
Last thing I thought about.
Roar. But I'm definitely not shaving my legs in bed. If we're going to
No.
shave them, we're going to go
We're
sit on
gonna
the
go
side
sit
of the
in
tub or
bathtub,
something.
Exactly.
I hope she changes those sheets before Tyler gets in there. Maybe he doesn't care though.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe they all have that fetish. Maybe he was doing it for Tyler because
Because it's hot.
Tyler likes the hair.
And then Alicia is saying that she wants to breastfeed the new baby, which, you know what? You burn a lot of calories doing that.
I was told that.
Yep.
My mom's like, go, as soon as you nurse, weight will shed right off. And that did never happen to me with
Nope.
any of my kids.
Me
I nursed
neither.
all 3 of them and never.
Yeah, I ended up on formula with Jake because he didn't want this old lady
Teats.
jugs. But
But then Alicia was also talking about also wanting to nurse.
yeah, good on them. And that would make it so much easier on Taya. Like,
Right.
imagine if there's like a second person and you could share that responsibility at night.
Yeah, you're so true.
That'd be nice. Well, which
bad
I could
guys
do because
can't
formula, but
Too bad guys can't breastfeed.
can they? I feel like I've heard of a situation. I have no idea. And I'm
Yeah.
too lazy to Google this.
Not today.
Let us know. Can guys breastfeed? Please let us know. Yeah. So the episode ends and they're going off to the hospital for the induction. Tyler and Alicia are staying home with the kids until the grandparents get there. And then Sean is taking Taya into the hospital. Sean says that he's always wanted kids and he really doesn't care who the father is. Like, he's just happy to have this family and
Yeah.
to have those kids. And that's awesome. It's a type of modern family. You
And it's a
definitely
totally
see the
different-
love.
Totally different situation.
Totally different. But they seem happy. Just get this curse away. We don't want these people to end up in the TLC curse. So before we recorded, and Liz is like, you should have recorded this.
I know. I really wish you would have.
I had gone on their Instagram. Again, we did not have any sort of preview. We are a brand new podcast. So I was on the webs trying to figure out everything I could so we could get this content out as soon as possible. But I did see that Taya was the only one who is pansexual.
Pansexual, correct.
So she has a pansexual preference. Like, it doesn't matter. It's about who you are. So I remembered that clip from the end where she was saying she had feelings from someone else. I was like, it's a lady. She wants a lady friend.
Yep.
And sure enough, at the end, previews for the following week, she's sliding down the slide,
Yep.
flirting with the lady friends.
Oh gosh, that's going to just cause so much conflict, which is probably the point, which is probably why it's going to be good watching. Drama.
Well, it's going to be a great show.
It is.
So did you have any other things that you noticed about the edit?
I don't think off the top of my head, but I think moving forward, I'm going to pay way more attention to specific clips that we can pull up.
Yeah, this is our first run. We're going to get better as we go. I had a lot to say about the law stuff. Like, even just from the preview, I was writing down issues with custody, shared property, divorce, probate, legal ramifications of polyamory. It looks like in the coming weeks, we're going to see them talk to a lawyer about custody. In some states, the legal parents are presumed to be the mother who births and the father that they're married to. So, and I don't know Oregon's law, but there could be a legal presumption that Sean is the dad of Taya's kids.
Because
and that
they're married.
because they're
legally
married.
And that's who goes on the birth certificate.
And what a presumption is, it's the law is going to say that's who it is unless there's evidence to the contrary. You have to rebut a presumption.
And they chose to not do a paternity test, correct?
Right. But even if you had a paternity test, because the law presumes already that it's the husband, you'd have to go to court. You'd have to go through a proceeding to show that. So this is where everything kind of gets crazy. Like, what if they do get divorced? In a divorce, there's two parties. There's husband and wife. I don't think you can interplead a third party in to determine the paternity. I just wonder how you would do that. Maybe you would bring a separate action and ask the family law court to continue ruling on the child custody issues until the paternity is established. But so as far as the paternity, like, I don't think you can bring Tyler in if Taya and Sean are getting divorced. They're going to sit there and assume under the law that the kids are legally, if there is a presumption in Oregon, which I'm not licensed. Again, not licensed in Oregon. None of this is legal advice. It's just for entertainment. It's just my rambling thoughts. But they're going to presume that the children that Taya birthed during the marriage are legally Sean's.
Right.
So if Tyler wants any sort of custody over them, I would think there would have to be a paternity action, but I don't think it could be part of the divorce, because the divorce, it's only husband and wife as the parties. Sorry about my legal rant. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of thoughts about that. But that's my thing for today, the presumption of the father. And then the other thing I was going to talk about was psychological parent. So if you can prove that the legal parent is unfit, then somebody that has been a part of the child's life, some states would see that as a psychological parent that could get custody. But the problem there is you have to show that
that's a lot to have to
that
prove.
it's unfit. But I don't know. I think a paternity action is probably what they would do. And I don't do family law. I do bankruptcy and criminal law. I know a little bit about family law because I have to read so many of those orders. But
Right.
but yeah. So yeah, Lauren's legal thoughts. Those are my legal bites. Well, that was a fun episode.
I am. I'm excited for the next.
I am too. This is I think it's going to be a good season.
I think it is too.
I think TLC has another hit show.
Oh,
And another
good
cursed
for you,
family.
TLC. Nope. I'm gunning for him.
I am too. I'm hoping for him. All right. So you have any stories you want to wrap up with? I think you said that there was a story you've been waiting to tell me.
My gosh. On the way home from work the other day, we have not had any rain, which sucks. But at least when it rains, I've got a white car. So at least when it rains, it knocks the dirt and the pollen off. But it was so bad. So after work, I stopped at the car wash because it was right at the corner.
And the cone.
And I'm sitting there. And you know how they talk to you? Like,
Yeah.
put your money in. And so you have to have your window down to put money in. And so this chick's talking to me while she's telling me to pull up. And then I start pulling up. And I kept my window down because I thought she was still talking to me and telling me when she was going to stop. But no, she was just talking to me so she could record my face
God.
getting sprayed by all the soap. That's the whole story.
All the colorful
soap.
colorful soap.
Yeah.
So you got soaked at the car wash.
I did. I got juiced.
Oh, man. Oh, well,
That's it.
Yep.
Embarrassing
ADHD,
Liz
man.
moments.
It's crazy. Well,
That doesn't top giving the homeless man a hot dog to find out he wasn't homeless.
you just gave some random guy on the street a hot dog. Why did you have hot dogs? I've got questions.
We're just going to end it there. That will be a conversation for another day.
Conversation for
I don't
next
just
time.
ride around with hot dogs. I promise.
Cliffhanger. Why does Liz have a bag of wieners and she's just handing them to random men on the street? We'll save that for next time. But thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, all 5 of you, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please give us a 5-star rating. Subscribe so you can see when we drop. Share with other people. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, and you won't even have to watch the episode because we will lay it all out
Yeah, or you could watch it. It'll be fun.
and
But
get feedback.
But like share the love, just like the Poly family.
Mm-hmm.
Share the love if you love us. If you don't love us, let's not trigger Liz. Just quietly
Just keep it to
leave.
yourself.
We love you. It doesn't have to be mutual. But thank you so much for making it this far. And you can follow us on Facebook. We have a remote reality group. There's not a whole bunch going on in there, but we did post some pictures last night of us getting ready, and we might put a little bit of our edited out clips because we've gone off topic a few times today. So maybe we'll add some of that to the Facebook group. We also have an Instagram, remote reality. We have a YouTube channel. We don't have anything on there yet, but like I said, we are going to be adding content. We're really excited about this journey. We've been working on it for a long time. Over a year, we've been talking about this. We decided about a month ago to do it. And just thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, surfers.
Bye, surfers.